Women in the Roaring Twenties, empowerment, fashion, and changing roles. The 1920s introduced a fresh era for young Americans, shaped by various factors such as World War I, urbanization, and changing attitudes. Numerous young women adopted a lifestyle characterized by rebellion and pursuit of pleasure. They chose to reject conventional values in order to prioritize independence and aspire to the same liberties enjoyed by men. The prominent symbol of this time period was the flapper, a liberated young woman with a contemporary and confident perspective. Flappers enthusiastically adopted the contemporary fashion trends, replacing long dresses with vibrant and comfortably loose short skirts and dresses. They abandoned corsets and petticoats in favor of wearing skin-toned stockings and accessorized with pumps and strings of beads. Flappers also adopted shorter hairstyles, potentially dyed black, and frequently engaged in smoking cigarettes and openly consuming alcohol. They derived pleasure from dancing to novel and thrilling styles such as the tango, foxtrot, camel walk, shimmy, and Charleston. Additionally, various aspects of society experienced transformation. A growing number of young men and women started to perceive marriage as a more balanced and equitable partnership. Nevertheless, women remained primarily accountable for household chores and the upbringing of children. In the meantime, churches and schools expressed their opposition to the new values, adhering to their traditional beliefs. It is crucial to acknowledge that although flappers and their attitudes received attention, most women did not adhere to this lifestyle. Society faced a dilemma as it struggled to balance traditional values with the acceptance of new ones. The clash between traditional values and the flapper image resulted in the presence of a double standard. These principles, which are widely accepted by society, granted men more freedom compared to women. Women were held to more rigid expectations of conduct in comparison to men. During World War I, numerous women began working outside their homes, and this pattern persisted into the 1920s. However, their opportunities underwent a transformation following the war, as men returned and reclaimed the conventional roles traditionally assigned to them. Women were compelled to return to occupations that have traditionally been associated with women, such as teaching, nursing, and librarianship. Large corporations provided additional job opportunities for women, mainly in administrative positions. Millions of women were employed as secretaries, typists, file clerks, and stenographers. Numerous individuals obtained jobs as sales clerks in retail establishments or worked on assembly lines within manufacturing plants. By 1930, around 10 million women were employed outside their homes, making up almost a quarter of the American workforce. Despite these advancements, women have not attained equality in the workplace. Only a small number of women were able to achieve managerial roles, and they received lower salaries compared to their male colleagues. Historically, men commonly regarded women as temporary employees, whose main duty was to fulfill domestic responsibilities within the household, such as managing the household and caring for children. Gender discrimination continued to be prevalent in the business sector during the 1920s. During this period, there were also changes in family life. Families started having fewer children, and the advent of electrical appliances made household tasks easier to handle. In the past, people used to make their own clothes, slice their own bread, and can their own foods. However, these items are now easily accessible for purchase in stores. Public agencies also took on certain family responsibilities by providing services for the elderly and the sick. Although the majority of women continued to be homemakers, they experienced an increase in their leisure time. Nevertheless, certain women encountered the obstacle of managing both their professional responsibilities and household chores, struggling to find a harmonious equilibrium between these roles. When it comes to marriage, relationships started to rely more on romantic love rather than being arranged by families. In the past, it was no longer necessary for children to work, and they started spending their time attending school, and participating in activities with their friends. The influence of peer pressure has become increasingly important in shaping the behavior of teenagers. A number of teenagers defied their parents' desires, highlighting the clash between conventional beliefs and contemporary perspectives.